We're going to be teaching you about some really cool tools like Google My Business and YouTube advertising, Google Ads and Google Analytics. But before you can start working in these amazing platforms, you need to actually have a Google account. So what we'll be starting first is teaching you how to set up a Google account. And with this, you actually get some other added products that you can utilize as well. This would include a Gmail account. You can utilize things such as Google Forms to run surveys, things like Google Keep, Google Docs, and Google Sheets, which is basically like Excel. They all come with your Google account as well. However, let's first get started on how to set up this Google account. In this lesson, we're going to go through how to create a Google account. And the reason we want to do this is it just makes our life a lot easier going forward, in the fact that we'll be using things like Google My Business, Google Ads, YouTube, Google Analytics, and having a Google account just allows us a login for that, and essentially the same login, so we can switch between them quite easily. So to get started, we're just going to actually open up our browser, and we are going to go to Google, and you could just put in something like create a Google account. Alright, and we basically want to get to this website over here that allows us to create and sign up for a Google account. And now you'll just need to follow the prompts. So I'm just going to put in my details over here. Now, essentially what you're doing is you're creating a Gmail account over here. I think the one thing that people get really surprised about is how many people actually have their names. So you can try your name, but you'll probably find a fair amount of time it would already be taken. Also remember, you don't have to use this as your email going forward. However, if you are going to use it as your email, you would want something that is easy to remember. So I might do something like Chantal.Metis. So I've got my company name in there as well. And then setting up a password. Make sure it is easy enough for you to remember, but difficult enough that other people aren't going to be able to guess it. And we can continue. You can see over here it also says use my current email address instead. And what this means is you can take your current email address that you use for your company and you can basically convert that into a Google account. So your email will still work as per usual. However, when you log into Google, you can log in with that email account, which is actually something that I prefer, and I do utilize that for my own business. Okay, so we need some verification here. A lot of the time there is special security that comes with your Google account, and they might want to send you codes or prompts to your phone. So it is important I feel, to have a phone number over there still. And I enjoy a recovery email address in case I forget my password. At least I've got something where Google will send me the details that I require. Now I'm going to be giving a lot away here with my date of birth. You guys are welcome to buy me a gift. Okay, so as you can see, like I was saying earlier, it's going to now verify my phone number. So I'm saying, okay, great. You can send me a prompt. The prompt's going to come through to my phone. And it'll just be a 6-digit code that it sends me. And I'm just going to put that 6-digit code in here. Okay, if you want to get some more information, you can decide to choose that. It's really up to you. It's not important for the rest of your products. Okay, and that's it. So now we have created the Google account. Over here you can go in, you can change your information if you want to put additional security, etc. Changing your password all can happen over here. However, what I really would like to show you now is a really easy way to navigate. So when you're in any sort of browser, let's actually just go out of that, and maybe Google is your home screen. What you can see over here is I've got a little icon, and this shows what Google account I'm currently signed into. So there you can see it's the Chantal.Metis account. And what I really love about this is you have a little navigation bar. So if you click on there and a menu opens, and this essentially gives you all of the Google products that you can utilize. So you can see there's loads of products here that you now have access to by having a Google account. We will be going through a few of these in our training, such as the Google My Business. We will be looking at YouTube, so we'll go through that in a little bit. However, some really useful ones that you might enjoy is Google Drive. So Google Drive is essentially a cloud storage device. So if you would like to store photos here, and as you can see, there is a fair amount of gigs available for you to share as your documents, maybe photos that you want to upload here. You can also share documents with other people, which is awesome. The other one that I utilize a fair amount is essentially our good old, what we would normally say, Microsoft type products, but this is Google's version of it. So Docs being just like Microsoft Word, Sheets just being like Microsoft Excel, Slides is Google's version of PowerPoint. So I tend to use these a fair amount as well. Yep, you're more than welcome to go in and play around and see what suits you. What we're going to do now is just quickly go into the Gmail side of things. And the reason I want to go into this is if you are going to rather utilize your normal email address but have this Gmail account for your Google account, you would want to have your emails from Gmail forward to your normal email address. So I'd just like to quickly take us through how to do that. It's very simple. So this is Gmail, and as I said, you're more than welcome to obviously utilize this. However, if you're like me, I prefer everything coming to one inbox. So what I've done on my side is I basically navigated to settings, the little gear icon, down to the settings section. And from here, you can see a few different menu items. What you need to do is go to the forwarding one, and you can add a forwarding address. And this would just be your normal email address. So in my case, my normal email address is chantal@metisonline.co.za. And it is now setting up this forwarding address. So any emails that come to the chantal.metis@gmail will now be forwarded to my email address. It's now sending a confirmation code. All I've got to do is click on the verify, and it will work going forward. So that is how easy it is to set up your Google account and have it forwarded to your email address. Going forward, it's going to be a lot more easier for us to set up the rest of the accounts. Cheers.